Hi, hope you're doing great, having a wonderful day, and I hope you're giving your family and friends big hugs. Appropriate hugs. Not too much, but lots of love. Okay, here is Darrell Brooks giving his story to the FBI after he was picked up in a neighborhood after the parade tragedy.
Is this the interview room that was at the CMCO Police Department?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And it's paused right now, but who's in that room?
Objection, lead.
Overruled.
The person in that room in the red t-shirt with the mask partially covering their face, longer braided appearing hair, is Darrell Edward Brooks. The same individual sitting to my left in this suit, jacket, shorter hair, and surgical mask.
Okay. And the other two people depicted here?
The person, as you would look to the screen to the left, is myself, and on the right is Detective Ben Stern.
So again, going to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to play it, but not with sound, until 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
Okay. So it now is at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. If we can play until 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Hang the metal pieces on the little machine thing that comes around. They take them. The pieces go through like this little steamer type machine thing, and then they paint it, and then they come back around, and we just take them off the hook and just put them in the box, load them up, put them back on the truck. It was 4 on, 3 off, so that was more ideal because that's a great schedule. I mostly have my children the back half of the week. Sure. But since all this, I've been having them every day. So it's like,
how old are your kids?
My son is grown. My oldest daughter is 14, and my youngest daughter is 7.
You said your oldest son's grown. How old is he?
He's 18.
Okay. They all live with you then in Milwaukee?
Well, my son doesn't.
Your son doesn't?
My son doesn't.
Okay. All right.
So initially, what were you speaking with Mr. Brooks about when he was describing doing something with metal?
Objection, leading, and I do not consent to being called that name.
Overruled as to both objections. The witness may answer.
Just about work, Mr. Brooks was explaining a job he had prior. He indicated he was laid off due to the pandemic. So it was just general conversation about his work history.
And he talked about his kids. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And his 2 youngest kids, who did he say they lived with?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. The witness
Objection,
may answer.
relevancy.
Mr. Brooks was indicating they were living with him. However, the investigation showed that not to be the case. Of the 2 daughters, one lives down in Georgia in the Atlanta area, and the other lives in Iowa.
Thank you. Now directing your attention to 14 minutes and 15 seconds into the interview, and I'd be playing that until 15 minutes and 48 seconds into the interview. It is currently at 14 minutes and 15 seconds.
Can I have those timestamps again, please?
Sure. 14 minutes and 15 seconds beginning to 15 minutes and 48 seconds.
Thank you.
I ask that be played at this time.
Go ahead.
I'm not on your college then. I gotta read it, okay? And I know you've heard it before, so you kind of understand. Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have any questions before I start for me?
Only thing I want to know is, what in the heck am I being charged with anything?
Well, she's making some, like I said, alleged allegations against you, kind of, for being physical. So that's what, if that's BS, that's what I'm looking to hear from you. Okay?
Total BS.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, we couldn't track her down, so that's kind of where we're at. It's this typical back and forth stuff that guys like you go through with their baby mama all the time. And they're all, there's a lot of guys out there in your spot, and a lot of times, maybe it's not always fair to them, but that's kind of what
I
I'm
wish they
trying to
had a
figure out.
law to where people, if you do drunk and remember I kept saying that she fucking asked for food and I'm the one